Me, myself, and I. If we diagram a sentence that I is a noun, it's a pronoun followed by a verb. I choose, I believe, I am, I love, I be. When we're in the I, we're feeling empowered and active. We can do something. If I'm in my I, you're in your I. We can make a we, and we could be creative about how we problem solve and what we do together and how we understand even our differences. The me, if we diagram the sentence, it comes after the verb. It's the smallest part of us. It's the victim part. You did this to me. You shouldn't have done this. You hurt me. This. And if I'm in my me and you're me, we're trying to have a conversation. It's like talking like this. And when we're in our me, two very important things. First, it's all about the animal in us and fight, flight, or freeze. It's about the survival of me. And there's nothing creative for resolving conflict with others. Second thing that's really important is that when we are in our me, we forget that we have an I and a self with a big S, a higher self. It's all encompassing. When we're in our me, we don't want to hear Ron saying, oh, you need your I and your higher self to come babysit your me so you don't say and do anything that's going to hurt yourself or other people. The me doesn't want to listen to that. Me would rather be right than be happy with others. So that they have their story of how unfair my ex-wife was at this and that or whatever.
So it's more defensive?
It's defensive, and it's very much caught up with the ego, and energetically it's very, very constricted, like a fetal position. We feel small, and when we're in our me, our problems and other people, everything seems bigger. So our me is like all constricted. Our higher self, which is our religious or Mother Nature or our ancestor connection to something bigger of life living through us, to our ancestors, to our children and grandchildren. In our self and Mother Nature, we're all encompassing life, death, things open up, things close, no problem. It's all like the way it's supposed to be. It's the way life is. And we can accept that and be in the joy and the delight of that. So with our higher self being able to inform our I, that is not only the I of action and empowerment, but also the homonym of the I of our consciousness and awareness. That I am aware of my body, what's feeling, what's tight. I got this feeling with me. I'm feeling sad, hurt, this. I'm also being able to be empathic with you and connect about what are you feeling, what happens with this. So this is where the place of relationship happens, is the I, especially if it's informed by the self, the big self, that is accepting, non-judgmental, non-critical. But the baby me wants to run the show. When it has a fit, it wants to be right and will do anything to fight with others to be right. So what I do with couples and with individuals or families is I talk to them about the me, myself, and I, and I do everything to encourage them ways to be able to develop their I and their higher self, and to contain the damage that their baby me, that wants to curse, yell, either fight with somebody or close down. I'm hurt. I'm not going to talk to you now for days or whatever, and to not act in our emotions in that baby way. That it's basically, how can I and my higher self help develop and contain and babysit my baby me from running my life? I got to take it by the hand and saying, I'm driving the car, not you. I'm making my life decisions. And when the baby me wants to have a tantrum at times, lie down and kick its feet and feel like the world's so unjust to me and unfair, and I should be able to have that ice cream cone now and not eat dinner, or whatever. That there's. So as I talk with people about that, the hardest thing is that when they're having a me attack, they forget all about the I and the self, and they say, don't think about what Ron said. Hell with all that. It all is not there at the time. And when you think about it, when people are angry, what do they say? They say, I see red. So when you're near me and you're having a temper tantrum, you're like this, your eyes are closed, I see red, I'm curling, I'm hurt. And one of the ways to get away from hurt, the only thing that heals it is by being in sadness with yourself or with others. But anger gives the false sense of having power when you don't have any. And so I get angry because I'm really feeling helpless and victimized, but I don't like it. So I have all this temper tantrum, but it's like baby energy, and it doesn't serve any constructive purpose. So somehow containing that and learning what are your core issues that get triggered in your baby me, from your family of origin, from the history with your mate, your family now. And so I have people get clear on that and try to do everything they can that when they're in their baby me to like give each other space, take a time out, whatever. Because if I see you and I love you, I can't yell and curse and hit you and hurt you because I love you. But when I'm like this, seeing red, my eyes closed, then that's when the damage happens. I don't really see you as another person like myself that is precious and loving and lovable, and I am interdependent with. I and you are going to survive together, or we're going to die together. And it's like that with people, and it's like that with countries.